Hello, hello, hello. This is Tequila speaking. Welcome back to my series, Losing Control. This is part two, and we're talking about withdrawn and avoidant behaviors when it comes to control in relationships. Ironically, when it comes to a person who withdraw or avoid things in relationships as a means of control, it's really more about controlling the outcome and situation, not necessarily the person. So let's define those two behaviors separately, although they can go hand in hand. So when a person withdraws, they isolate, they detach socially from a situation, scenario, or event. They become unresponsive, non-engaging. And then avoidance is to escape or distract yourself from difficult feelings, thoughts, situations, events as a way to control the environment or themselves. Behaviors that are used to control within relationships is isolation, avoidance of difficult conversations, deflection, changing the subject, blaming the other person for their actions or the lack of their actions, not expressing their real feelings, holding back information until they explode, for lack of better terms, and they avoid being vulnerable. So, how can a person with avoidant or withdrawal behavior in relationships learn to let go of control? Is to practice self awareness, acknowledge your feelings, emotions, that they're valid and real, and be aware when you're holding back, and be more willing to have honest conversations with yourself as well as your person. And remember that your feelings and emotions, your points of views, and your opinions are valid and they are not a burden. And be willing to express that and recognize that people have the right to feel how they feel, just like you have the right to feel how you feel. And with that being said, learning not to associate a person's response or expression of their feelings to what you said as a way to determine whether or not you said the wrong thing or did the wrong thing. People are going to respond, and they may even be dramatic in their response. But what matters the most is that you express your feelings in a respectful manner and being tactful with your words, but not holding back because you are afraid of what would come of you expressing yourself. Conflicts and confrontation will happen in relationships no matter how much we attempt to avoid that. It's helpful to become more comfortable with the idea that this may make this person uneasy, but it's better that they or have the opportunity to process what makes them feel uneasy now than having to process other feelings and emotions that happen along the way, along with this previous event. So, in the roundabout way, I'm saying if the more we hold on to things, waiting for the right time, the more those things build up, the more the impact it is for the other person. So, if you are avoiding a huge blowout, addressing things as they come instead of waiting till they build up. So, let's talk about some ways to effectively communicate when a person is dealing with avoidant or withdrawal behavior. So, in effective communication, I'm not going to do this again. I don't want to talk. Effective communication. I haven't thought about the subject. I need more time to process how I feel about it. Once I have processed it, I can get back with you. Ineffective communication. Why can't you just be happy with the way things are? Effective communication. I feel like we have made a lot of progress. When we focus on the things that have went wrong in the past, it feels like it takes away from our progress. How can we work towards the future without looking so far behind? What things are still unresolved for you? Ineffective communication. You are making it hard to talk to you. I am not going to want to tell you anything. Effective communication. I don't feel heard when I do tell you how I feel. I need the space to express myself freely without interruption. Are you willing to hear me out? Okay, guys, just to clarify, remember these are general standpoints of situations and events that could be contributing to ineffective communication. And so I just want to give some examples. So comment below if you need other ways to rephrase things, and let's talk about it in the comment section.